Another year, another mid-season for the Washington Wizards. For the second straight year, they are going to fail to miss the postseason 4 out of the last 5. And that one time they made it, they lost to the Sixers in round 1 with Russell Westbrook as the 8th seed. So what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? We're going to be rebuilding the Washington Wizards today. And I'm sorry, Wizards fans, because you did the one thing you should not do, especially in the NBA, and you paid superstar money for not a superstar player. Bradley Beal has one of the biggest contracts in the NBA. He's going to be making $46 million next year, and it just keeps going up. Kristaps Porzingis had a nice bounce back year for his career. Definitely the best numbers of his career, at least counting stats wise. We're going to look to re-sign him in the off season to be our center or even power forward for the future. Kyle Kuzma, I'm going to look to re-sign as well, but I'm not going to overpay for him if he wants maybe north of $20 million. Monty Morris is going to be back next season, hopefully as our backup point guard. Daniel Gafford is either our starting or backup center. I might try to find a new home for DeLon Wright in the off season. Corey Kispert had a phenomenal second season for the Washington Wizards, more than you could have asked for. He's probably going to start for us at the 3, if not be our 6th man. It sucks with Denny in 2K because he's much better in real life than 2K gives him credit for. We're going to still try to make it work. Nobody else here is really too relevant for next season besides Johnny Davis, who played well over the last few weeks of the season, but really had a forgettable rookie year. We're going to see if we can find minutes for Isaiah Todd, but I'm not going to get my hopes up. Before we get back into the video, I want to give a word from today's sponsor, NBA So Rare. You guys all know So Rare is a fantasy sports game and marketplace that features officially licensed player cards from the NBA that you could buy, sell, trade, and collect. And you compete with them in fantasy games just like a general manager. Over the past couple of weeks, SoRare has rolled out their uncapped private leagues in which you can join and compete against me. Let me show you. So you can go to the link in the description and come register in my pickup league, in which you use common cards for this. I've been riding Jokic basically the whole season. He's been my MVP in SoRare. I'm also throwing in Jalen Green, Trae Young, Markelle Fultz, and finishing it off with Marcus Morris. I actually really like this squad. I feel like Markelle Fultz has been super underrated this season, and he's been such a value card for me in SoRare. My last placement in my league, I finished 84th out of 87th because Jokic didn't play and Randall got hurt. Shout out to Jack, who had the highest score, just beat out Jonas. Jack had Giannis, Mikal Bridges, Paolo Banchero, Russell Westbrook, and Jared Vanderbilt. That's a dope squad. You can also compete in my limited contender league, in which you have a chance to win prizes such as NBA gift cards. So make sure you check out the link in the description. Get ready for playoff time. If you sign up using the link in the description, you receive 20 free common cards, and you can use those to join my common tournament. But if you want a chance at NBA gift cards, you could join my limited contender tournament. So yeah, take a look at the link in the description, and thank you to SoRare for sponsoring today's video. So let's simulate the 2023 playoffs, and let's see who is going to win the championship. You have the Sixers versus the Warriors in the finals. Curry and Embiid won their respective conference finals MVPs, and the Warriors go back-to-back with Curry being your finals MVP. There goes Taj Gibson, oh no. All right, so draft lottery time. I am praying for some luck. So the Wizards pick currently, the 2023 one, is complicated with which team gets it. If it's in the lottery though, we get to keep it. Next year, if it's in the top 12, we get to keep it. If it's top 10 in 2025, we get to keep it. Top 8 in 2026, and if not, it turns into 2 seconds. Oh wow, are we gonna end up with the 8th overall pick? Bruh. I think we just fell from 6 to 8. That is brutal. The Jazz, via the Timberwolves from the Rudy Gobert trade, ended with the #1 overall pick. Spurs at 2, Pacers at 3, Pistons at 4, and Rockets at 5. It looks like the Wizards are going to bring back Wes Unseld in real life, but I'm just going to sign him to a 1-year deal. Nothing too crazy. All right, so we're here on the 2023 draft. If there was a time to trade Bradley Beal, it would be right now. It's just such a big contract to move. I don't even know who would trade for him. Like, would it be a team like the Lakers? Would it be a team like the Clippers? Would it be a team like the Raptors? I don't think so. Whoa, Jarace Walker goes 3 over Amen Thompson and Brandon Miller. Miller falls to the Pistons at 4. Cam Whitmore to the Rockets at 5. I was kind of hoping to snag him. Grady Dick to the Hornets at 6. Number 7 is going to be Nick Smith Jr. So that means Amen Thompson is still on the board for us to take, potentially our franchise point guard to play next to Bradley Beal. Let's do it, man. Let's draft Amen Thompson. So I'm going to make a draft night trade. I'm going to be trading the Thunder, DeLon Wright, and Isaiah Todd for pick 19. They get a veteran. They get a young player. They don't have to draft another rookie to their team. And we're going to take Bryce Sensabaugh out of Ohio State. We also have a second round pick in which I'm going to take Colby Jones out of Xavier. And one last second round pick, I'm going to take Mark Mitchell out of Duke. Sure, why not? So we're going to sign all 4 of these rookies right here. At least Colby and Mark Mitchell can fill out some roster spots. I do have to change the name for Bryce Sensabaugh. So we just drafted a new small forward. Maybe I let Kuzma walk. We'll see. So I'm going to pay Kristaps. I'm going to pick up the team option on Corey Kispert and Denny Avdia. We have no qualifying offers. So let's go into free agency with like our number 1 priority is re-signing Kristaps. We don't even have bird rights technically on Kyle Kuzma, but yeah, let's give KP the max. Is any other team trying to give him the max? Looks like the Spurs, 3 years, 101. We can give him that 5th year. Basically $30 million. Would he take $150 million guaranteed? Or does he prefer that Spurs offer? Okay. So let's readjust and give him the $31.39 mil, in which I think he will re-sign with us. So that's a lot of money for Kristaps Porzingis, yes. But I don't think we could have afforded to let him walk. Kyle Kuzma wants $23 million. That's a lot of money. And I can only give him 15.6 mil. So I think Kyle Kuzma is no longer going to be a Washington Wizard, sadly. He had a really solid season, but I would say he's more likely to leave Washington than KP is. All right, so a change of plans. On the last day of free agency, I was able to re-sign Kyle Kuzma to a 3-year, $53 million contract, about $17 million a year, but it's going to be worked into a sign and trade. I wouldn't mind giving more minutes to Corey Kispert, Denny, Bryce Sensabaugh next season, Johnny Davis as well. So yeah, this is going to act like a sign and trade for Kuzma, so we didn't lose him for nothing. And I found a solid player for player deal that I think I'm going to work out. The Hawks get Kyle Kuzma, another wing that they could throw in the rotation, and then they could play Onyeka Okongwu the full starting center minutes. They don't have to pay Clint Capella, $20 million this year and next year. And we're swapping Anthony Gill and Bruno Fernando as well. So, hey, 2 Southeast Division teams getting the deal done. So, you know what? It's a solid rotation. So, this is what the rotation is going to look like. Amen Thompson, Bradley Beal, Corey Kispert, KP, Clint Capella. It's not a bad starting 5. With Daniel Gafford, Denny Avdia, Monte Morris, Johnny Davis, Bryce Sensabaugh coming off the bench. It's a 10-man rotation. We'll trim it down to a 9 when injuries do happen. We're 3-star defense. I don't love the defensive preferred system, so that's probably going to change next year. So, let's see. First game of the season at home against the Bulls, and we beat them by 40. Okay, Beal with 26, KP with 23 and 11, Denny with 19, 7 and 4, as well as 2 blocks. Clint Capella with a double-double, Gafford 14 and 8 off the bench, Kispert at 5 threes. Well, I couldn't ask for a much better start. We have 2 tough games, at home against Brooklyn, at home against Boston. We ended up losing them both. So I'll see you guys if a major injury happens or at the deadline with an update with the squad. All right, so an update. We are 39 games through the season, and we are 23 and 16. We've had some notable injuries to Bryce Sensabaugh, Clint Capella, Bradley Beal's currently hurt. He might be back very soon, though. Gafford broke some ribs, which is unfortunate. But yeah, I'll say being 7 games over 500 is definitely a successful season so far. Corey Kispert is shooting 39 from 3, 90 from the line. Denny's averaging 13 points, a career high. Not a career high in rebounds or assists, but the efficiency is there. 59% true shooting. We're going to work on that extension probably with Denny in the offseason. Amen Thompson is rookie season. I will take those shooting splits from him. Clint Capella averaging a double-double. There's Gafford. Is there a need for both of them? Maybe not, but I'm glad I at least got something for Kuzma than letting him walk for nothing. Johnny Davis has been definitely more efficient this season. His true shooting has gone up 16 percentage points. Monte Morris not having a great year, sadly, and Bryce Sensabaugh as a rookie has been all right. Johnny Davis just broke his left hand. Man, we are playing so well though. We're 12 games above 500. We just beat the Bucks by 11. We dropped 137 on one of the better defensive teams in the league. Corey Kispert just exploded for 30 here. We just dropped 130 against the Spurs. KP with 35. We unfortunately didn't have any All-Stars though. So we're 34 and 20 at the deadline, man. I got offered a Tobias Harris for Bradley Beal trade in the beginning of the season, and I almost accepted it because I'm like, yeah, let me get off this Beal contract, but he's playing well. And we are 15 games over 500. I don't think I'm going to make any trades. I think we're going to run this team hopefully to the playoffs as a top 6 seed. If an injury does happen, we should be okay because we have 10 guys that I'm comfortable playing with. So I'll see you guys most likely at the end of the season unless there's a season-ending injury. I can re-sign Monte Morris. I feel like I'd give Monte Morris a 2-year deal. It doesn't fit our system well, but I'm going to be changing that. So I'm going to give him a 2-year deal. No option on the 2nd year, just to be our backup point guard. And hey, let's keep winning. Oh, Corey Kispert, man, come on. Oh, KP, are you kidding me? Right before the playoffs start, 2K just has to do this to me. Damn it, we had a really bad April. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my God, that is the worst April ever. That sucks. You know, Wes Unseld should get Coach of the Year. We got Amen Thompson on all-rookie first team. A solid year from Bradley Beal, who averaged 22, 3, and 5, 37 from 3, 84 from the line. KP, who's going to be out, it looks like, for the first playoff series, unfortunately. 20 and 7, there's Corey Kispert, 14.5 points, 39 from 3. Denny has a minor injury. I believe he could play through it, but that is unfortunate. There's Amen Thompson in his rookie season, 6.6 assists. Gafford, 9 and 6. He might ask for a larger role in the offseason. So Sensabaugh and Davis are going to get 15 minutes tonight. I think I might only do 17 of Monty Morris. So Gafford's going to act like the sixth man. Him and Capella are each going to get 27 minutes a night. Beal's going to get about 39. We're probably going to do about 33 to Amen Thompson, 32 to Amen Thompson. Corey Kispert, 33. Denny, 34. Corey Kispert, 34. So that's what the rotation's going to look like without KP. We ended up, oh my God, in the play-in tournament. What a shitty end to the season, man. Like, that April really did kill us. Like, in our last 10 games, we ended up having, oh my God, we went on a 7-game losing streak. We were 1-9 to finish up the year. That is brutal, and we basically lost the top 6 finish. So, we might not even make the playoffs now, because we could lose to the Knicks and then lose to whoever we face in the second round of the play-in, or the play-in tournament. Yeah, so can we come back and beat the Knicks in the 4th? Nope. So, we are fighting for the 8th seed. We had such a good season, too, and you're telling me we're going to end up in the, 8th seed spot or miss the playoffs as a whole? Yeah, so without KP against the Bucks, we're screwed, man. No way we're beating Giannis and the Bucks. Like, maybe we get a great scoring output out of Beal and out of Kispert, but it looks like we are screwed. We haven't had a lead all game, and damn, what a disappointing end of the season. Denny played great. Oh, man, 46 wins we had. When is the East ever this good in 2K? And the only way we keep our first round pick if it's in the top 12. Pelicans and Celtics in the finals, and the Pelicans win in 6 with Ingram being your finals MVP. We had Isaiah Thomas, who was a Wizard, retire. So yeah, like I said, it needs to be pick 12 or higher. Right now, it's projected at pick 14, which never jumps up. And yeah, the Thunder are going to be getting our pick at 14, so we don't have a first-round pick, and we missed the playoffs. What a great season. I think Wes Unseld did a good job, so I'm going to give him a 2-year extension, but I'm definitely going to change his preferred system. All right, I'm going to trade Clint Capella to the Spurs for the 13th pick in the draft. So basically, Kyle Kuzma for the 13th pick a year later. Clint Capella is an expiring deal, and we still have Daniel Gafford making starting center money. Montes Muzuelos goes to the Bulls, number 1 overall. Number 2 is going to be Xavier Booker to the Raptors. All right, we're going to be playing a little bit of center roulette. We're going to be making a big trade to have a monster shot blocking, rim protecting front court. We're going to be trading Daniel Gafford, pick 13, and a 2027 second for KCP and Miles Turner. So we get a good veteran in KCP. We get Miles Turner. Let's see who the Pacers take with this pick. Ajas Mara, I believe it could be Adem Mora as well. They also have Isaiah Jackson. They drafted James Najee. Miles Turner's in the last year of his contract. And Gafford is 3 years younger than Miles Turner as well. So I think that was a good trade for both sides. We're going to pick up the team option on Kispert, Davis, honestly, Fernando, Kobe Jones, and Mark Mitchell. We're going to try to bring back Denny. Okay, why does he want $34 million? What? Okay, that's just unrealistic. Well, I know we don't have to worry about anybody offering him that type of money, so we could wait till the last day of free agency. Also going to see if I can get Nick Richards on a 2-year deal to be the backup center behind Miles Turner. That would be nice. I guess, the Hornets ended up releasing him, so will they match that? They do not. All right, I think that's a pretty good backup center. I'm fine with it being 11 mil a year. I'm not giving Denny 27 mil. The most I wanted to give him was, 20 mil. You know what? I'll give him 27 mil, but it'll eventually go down to, 22 mil because I'm going to front load it, and he has no other choice but to accept that $100 million for Denny Avdia. That's a little bit of an overpay, I must say. So it is going to be tough to find minutes for Johnny Davis, Bryce Sensabaugh, and KCP. So the starting 5 is going to get 30 minutes plus. I kind of want Kispert to get 30 minutes a night as well. So Morris is getting 17. Richards is getting 17. Who do I give the 9th man minutes to? KCP, Johnny Davis, or Bryce Sensabaugh? I think we're going to start off with the minutes to Johnny Davis, but he can have a quick leash, and I could end up giving it to somebody else. And we are going to change Wes Unseld's preferred system to balanced. All right, so first game of the season is on the road against the Pacers. We blow them out, similar to what happened last year in our first game of the year. We had a nice win. Bradley Beal with 27. 2 games here against the Sixers and the Hornets. We beat the Hornets, but then end up getting blown out by the Sixers. Shout out to Bradley Beal, who's off to a really good start this season. KP had 24 here. Denny had a 26-point performance. All right, so we're here in March. We're 40-25. I'm gonna knock on wood, but we haven't had really any major injuries this season. We've had some minor ones. Now, I did change the injury frequency from 35 to 27. And of course, there's an injury. I haven't had an injury notification in so long, which has been kind of nice, but I guess we're going to finish the season with no major injuries. Once again, knock on wood. Can we not have a terrible April like we did last year? Because I don't want to end up in the play-in tournament again. Come on. Really? What is this March and April? All right, we should have picked it up in the last week of the season. We go 49-33. LaMelo gets MVP. Xavier Booker, Rookie of the Year. Fultz, 6th man in Portland behind Dame. Giannis Depoy, Sadiq Bey most improved, Steven Silas coach of the year. We didn't have anybody in the All-Star game or making any of these All-NBA defensive or rookie teams. We ended up as the 4 seed, and we're taking on the MVP LaMelo Ball and the Charlotte Hornets in round 1. They do have John Collins now. Paul George was traded for CJ McCollum this year. What? Karl Anthony Towns was traded for Devin Booker. Kuzma was traded for Jonas Valanciunas. Collins for DeRozan. What happened this season? Here are the stats. Bradley Beal was our leading scorer once again. I could have worked out an extension with him for like 2 seasons. I don't know if it would help out that 33-year deal, or at his age 33 season where he would make 57 mil. Maybe that would go away. I didn't know, but I didn't end up doing anything. KP 19 and 8, a block and a half, 37 from 3. Corey Kispert, 18 points a night for Kispert, 41 from 3, 91 from the line. He could really be a 50, 40, 90 guy. Denny Avdia, what a season for him. 16 points, 7.5 rebounds, 3.2 assists, 36 from 3. Miles Turner, 11 and 8. Efficiency kind of sucked, unfortunately. There's Amen Thompson, who averaged 6.6 assists. Was hoping to average a little bit more this year. Johnny Davis didn't play all that bad either. That's why I never really ended up taking him out of the rotation. Sensabaugh and KCP didn't play that much. I was thinking about moving them at the deadline, like combining them, but I didn't end up doing it. All right, so yeah, the 7th, 8th, and 9th men aren't going to get many minutes, but I do want to increase these minutes a little bit. I think Beal can go up to 35, Denny up to 33, Kispert up to 32, maybe Turner down to 30, KP up to 35, and we do one more to Bradley Beal. All right, so can we beat the Charlotte Hornets in the playoffs? This would be a huge, just like morale booster, man. Like even if we lost in round 2, just winning round 1 and beating the MVP would be pretty sweet. So we have a very close game against the Hornets here, but it's looking like we take home game 1 at home. KP with 33, only 4 rebounds. Denny with 23. Amen, 18, 9, and 7. What a game for the rookie. First playoff game of his career. Now game 2 at home. I would love to go up 2-0. I don't really want this to be 1-1, but we're looking good as long as we don't choke in the 4th. And we just dropped 147 on their heads. Denny Avdia with 33 points. Kispert with 26. Beal with 23 and 12. All right, let's see if we can win game 3. And we end up winning game 3, 141-114. This team can score, man. 20 plus for Kispert, Beal, and KP. Denny was flirting with the triple-double, even though he didn't shoot all that well. Miles Turner, he's kind of, like, not good for us. Which sucks, too, because maybe I should have just kept Daniel Gafford. But I thought having, like, Turner and KP would have just been elite rim protection. Both can space the floor. I mean, Miles Turner is not, like, the best three-point shooter in the world. But let's see if we can end up sweeping them. If not, a gentleman's sweep is fine. We're going here into Charlotte. Another close game. Are we going to take this one? Yes, we do. We end up sweeping the MVP. Hell yeah, man. 24 for Denny, 24 for Kispert, 24 for Beal. Kind of love this team. Now we're taking on the Detroit Pistons, who have Cade Cunningham, Jaden Ivey, Kawhi, Duren, Sabonis, Brandon Miller. Okay, we might be screwed. Yeah, I don't feel too confident beating that team, unfortunately. We end up losing game 1 by just 4 points. How do they have Kawhi? Oh, that makes them so much better defensively. We end up losing game 2 by 21 points. Game 3, we end up winning. Okay, so we are alive. We beat them by 40. 20 plus for Denny, Kispert, KP, and Beal. Can we win game 4? Yes, we can. Okay, we're alive. We beat them by 4. Let's go. Huge game 5 here in Detroit. Can we win on the road to win 3 unanswered? Not with that second quarter performance. Damn. Let's see if we can end up coming back, and we can a little bit. Okay, we're only down by 5, and then my menu screen is just glitching out on me. It's my controller, but we ended up losing anyway. All right, game 6, it's must win. We're at home. Can we win at home to force a game 7 to really push the limit to the 1-seeded Pistons? We're down by 15. It doesn't look like we're going to win this game unless we come back, and we almost came back. We lost by 5. Damn, what a season from this Wizards squad, but unfortunately, we're going to end up losing in 6. I mean, what a run from this team, man. Like, KP played great in the playoffs. So did Bradley Beal. He was super efficient. Corey Kispert was a stud. Denny was a beast as well. Like, I love seeing that efficiency out of Denny Avdia and making him work in 2K. I'm hoping to see a little bit more development out of Amen Thompson. And while Miles Turner is a free agent, we do have a little bit of assets to possibly go out. And I know, keep that center roulette going. Like, we've had Daniel Gafford, then we've gone to Clint Capella, then we went to Miles Turner. I might even have a new starting center in the next season. Because while I don't think, like, we have a really tight window, Bradley Beal isn't getting any younger. We have the 24th pick in this draft. We're going to keep Wes Unseld as our head coach. With the 24th pick, we're going to take Chris Livingston out of Kentucky. And we're going to sign him and Bryce Grimes. Oh, what? I was hoping KCP had a $14 million player option. Why'd it go down to 0? Oh, man, that's annoying because I was going to use that in a trade because we could move Livingston. We can move Sensabaugh. I'm going to give all three of these guys the qualifying offer. I'm going to have to make a trade for a center. I mean, we have bird rights to Miles Turner, but he doesn't want to come back. I mean, we could do a sign and trade with him as well. Oh, my God. Miles Turner ended up signing with San Antonio. I threw an offer at him as well. Whatever. Get him out of here. So Kispert's going to get paid similar to what Denny got. All right, so I could sign Hamidou Diallo to $7 million a year, but I might use him in a trade. All right, Jared Allen, who's in the final year of his deal in Cleveland. I'm just trading for centers in the last year of their deals, apparently. I would do a 3-for-1 Hamidou Diallo, Chris Livingston, and Johnny Davis for Jared Allen, as well as giving up my first-round pick this year, top 3 protected, and my first-round pick in 2029. That's a lot for an expiring deal on a center, but we're going to go all in. Now, I would love to see this if they... I think I have to throw in Johnny Davis just to get that $6 million in there. You know what, though? I could throw Nick Richards in and keep Johnny Davis. I could also maybe even keep Livingston in this deal. Like, what about if I did Diallo a first? Livingston, who we just drafted. I don't even know if I have to throw in Diallo. Okay, so we can use Diallo as well. So it's going to be a first this year. Richards, Livingston, and Sensabaugh for Jared Allen. They say no. What about if I give you that 2029 first? They still say no. Okay, so maybe we're going to have to go back having Hamidou Diallo in here instead of Bryce Sensabaugh. They say no. Okay, I really thought I was going to be able to get Jared Allen. That is not going to be the case, so we're going to pivot to Robert Williams, who's also on the last year of his deal. It's going to be Hamidou Diallo, Bryce Sensabaugh, Chris Livingston, and my top 3 protected first this year. They say no. What about if I give you my 2029 first? And they say yes. We're going all in. Can this team win a championship? I don't feel great about it. Seeing the lack of Amen Thompson development hurts just a little bit. He's currently a 79 overall, but like we've seen some good development out of Kispert, so I don't know why it didn't happen to him. I'm gonna go 33 to Beal. I like Kispert as the 6th man, just getting 30 minutes tonight. We'll do 32 to Denny, 32 to KP, 30 to Robert Williams, and we'll do about 27 to Amen Thompson. 4-star balanced. First game of the season at home against the Pistons. We end up winning. The team that knocked us out, Beal had 40. Hopefully we still get one more prime season out of Beal this year. We start off the year 3-0. Oh, this is brutal, man. We are like one of the best teams in the league. We're 36-9, and KP breaks his ankle. He should be back by the playoffs, which is fine, though. So we are 36-9, like I said. We are the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. We have the best record in the whole NBA. Corey Kispert is just an elite scorer now. He's a 20-point per game scorer for us. That is like so huge. Denny is a efficient man for the 3rd straight year. I love to see it. Robert Williams has definitely been better than Miles Turner was for us last year. Johnny Davis is even playing well this season. We don't get any All-Stars, though, in Washington, unfortunately. And KP just returned. I'm not going to make any trades at the deadline. Let's see if this team can do some damage in the playoffs. I'm going to give Bradley Beal a 2-year extension. And we're going to finish the season with 60-plus wins. We're having no, like, April meltdown. 67-15. Hell yeah, man. Wes Unseld. I kept him around, and he gets Coach of the Year. And, like, this rebuild hasn't been perfect. I've had to go through a bunch of different centers. It looks like Robert Williams, though, has been somebody that actually wants to be here still and looks pretty good for us. And, like, Amen Thompson's development maybe hasn't been the best or what I want it to be, but he averaged 7 assists this year. Shot 41 from 3. I really like this team, man. Like, we have 4 different guys who could score probably 20-plus on any given night. We're taking on the Celtics. Why them in round 1? Oh, that's brutal. They don't have Jaylen Brown anymore, though. Monty Morris, not a bad backup point guard season. He's going to get 15 minutes tonight. I believe Nick Richards is also going to get 15 minutes tonight. Davis could stick at 20. I only have 6 minutes left here. So maybe we do 28 to Amen, 35 to Beal, 33, 33, 31, something like that. We'll make adjustments if needed. Game 1 against the Celtics, we end up winning. We blow them out. Kispert with 45 points in 30 minutes. The man hit 9 threes, and we are going to end up sweeping the Boston Celtics. We had 4 guys. The 4 that I said could drop 20 on any given night. Average 20 in that series. Now we're taking on the Cavs, who don't... Why does that always happen? They don't have Donovan Mitchell, but they have Davion Mitchell. That always happens. And is Jared Allen hurt? Yes. Wow, that could be huge for us. Game 1, we win by 12. KP, the front court is feasting, man. Game 2, we lose, though, by 5. I'm a little scared. Game 3, we win, all right, by 24. Jared Allen is not back. Let's go. KP, 32-14. Beal with 23-5. Come on, let's go up 3-1. Damn it. They blow us out. Jared Allen is out the whole series, though, and Evan Mobley broke his nose, but he can play through it. Come on, let's win this. We can't go down 3-2. I'm nervous, man. Great second quarter, and we blew it at the end. All right, we're up by 9 going into the 4th. We're up by 8 with 7.5 left. Up by 4, up by 5, and I think we're going to win this. Let's go. We win by 10, and we're up 3-2. Shout out to Robert Williams, man. Let's go here. Game 6, winner takes on the Atlanta Hawks. Would love to beat our Southeast Division rival team. We're off to a great start here in Game 6. Just don't blow it in the third. We don't. We're up by 15 in the fourth. And we don't blow a 15-point lead in the fourth. Beal, Kispert, Denny all drop 20+, and we're advancing to the Eastern Conference Finals. Robert Williams averaged a double-double in that series. Yeah, like, Kispert, Avdia, Denny, and Beal all shot below 44% from the field, which is unfortunate. Beal was ass from 3. Or, excuse me, KP was ass from 3. Beal was good. Denny was solid, and so was Kispert, but not for his standards, you know. We're taking on Trey, Murray, Griffin, Jalen Johnson, Jonas. All right, this should be like a KP, Robert Williams feasting series. Game 1 goes to the Wizards. Let's go by 5 points. Kispert with 25. Amen. There we go. 3 blocks for Robert Williams. Game 2, we win. Let's go by 13. Denny can do it all, man. 19, 10, 5, and 5. Oh my God, 5 steals for Denny. I love that. And we're up 3-0. Let's go. Beal with 33. Just don't blow a 3-0 lead. Just don't blow the 3-0 lead. There we go. We end up winning at 5. We won by 1 point in Game 5. I don't care. Game 4, we ended up losing by just 4. And we're in the NBA Finals, man. Let's freaking go with this Wizards team. And I didn't change it. I changed it up a decent amount, but I still have Johnny Davis. I still have KP. I still have Bradley Beal. I still have Kispert. I still have Denny. I still have Wes Unseld. Sorry for talking so fast there. I got excited. Who are we taking on, the Rockets or the Suns? That's going to 7 games. And the Rockets don't blow the 3-1 lead. It would have been cool going up against Cat and KD, Lonzo, Aiden. I don't know. That's a good team. This Rockets team is also pretty solid. Rockets Wizards game 1, we end up winning by 8. Beal with 29, KP with 23. Game 2, we lose by 5. There's no defense being played there. We're up 2-1. Go up. I'll look at the box score. I'm nervous, man. Oh my, high scoring. Beal with 43. Game 4, we win 3-1. We haven't been down in a series at all, which is kind of crazy. Can we win Game 5 though, and just dominate the playoffs besides the Cavs series in which we went to, what, 6 games? It's looking like we are going to beat them. Let's freaking go, man. The Washington Wizards. Kispert with 21 points here. He has a perimeter D. Beal with 15, 5, and 8. Johnny Davis, 13 points. I'm glad I got to keep and develop Johnny Davis a little bit. Like, he could eventually be like our 6th man for us, because Beal's not going to be around it for so much longer. Whoa, KP had 38 and 10. So like, we would have Kispert as the starting 2, and then Johnny Davis, boom, 6th man right there. A monster performance for KP. Holy crap, he dominated. Robert Williams with 11 and 8. Bradley Beal with the long mid-range shot, no good. Robert Williams with the rebound though. Kispert with the fall-away 3, such a slow release, and he doesn't make it. KP with the massive block over Jabari Smith. Let's kick it up to Corey Kispert, who's going to take a quick 3. Bang! Oh my God, that would just be so much fun, because Corey Kispert might be the best shooter in the NBA. Denny Avdia with 28, 6, and 5, man. I just love to see the development out of Denny. Come on. Robert Williams, go to the rim. I want to throw the oop. Okay, maybe not with Denny. Like, this is honestly one of my favorite teams, just because we developed Denny, we developed Kispert, and they have their potential in 2K. I wonder if like Amen Thompson was always the right pick. I'm like, hey, we won a championship keeping Bradley Beal in Washington. I don't know if that's going to be as easy in real life, Wizards fans. I'm sorry. I mean, if like the Sixers did offer you some type of deal just to get off of Beal's contract next year with Harris included, maybe you get some picks out of it, I would think about it. If the Lakers are willing to take on Beal in this offseason, or the Clippers, I would think about it. If the Mavericks, I don't know, maybe you tried to have offered what the Mavericks gave up for Kyrie, and then you would have done it. I'm sure they don't want to trade for Beal now because they need some defensive help. But yeah, I think you re-sign KP. I think you be a little conservative about Kuzma. Don't overpay for him. And hey, maybe the Wizards get lucky in the lottery. Maybe they're the team that ends up with Wembanyama and it helps save their franchise. And KP is your finals MVP. He averaged 31 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists in those 5 games. That was a fun one. I hope you guys did enjoy this Washington Wizards rebuild. Let me know which team we should rebuild next, preferably a team that is eliminated from the 2023 playoffs that I didn't recently do, so not the Hornets, Mavericks, or Trailblazers. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I love you guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.